So the purpose of this module is to give you experience within 4 key areas of the course. That's live sound, electronics, studio recording and desktop recording. And one of the requirements for this module is for you to reflect weekly on each of the elements undertaken that week. So I've set up a journal in Blackboard for you to reflect, and your reflection can be about the equipment used. So it can be of technical in its detail, and you can be as technical as you like. After all, it's a BSc course. It could reflect on issues such as performance of musicians, what you think of the performance. After all, that's part of what you need to evaluate, is the performance of others. It could reflect on any problems that you have. That's common in our industry, to have problems. Time management as well. We never have enough time to do what we like. We're always working to deadlines. So I'd like you to reflect on that as well. And I should imagine quite a few journal entries will end with the words, if we had more time we would have done this. But that's the nature of this module and the industry that we're working in. So it can be as technical as you like, and it can be as in-depth as you like. And after all, I'm looking for depth of knowledge, if you like. When I come to assess the piece of work, I'm looking for how much you've really understood about what went on. And it could also be about the psychology of the sort of things we do. And what I mean by that is, when you're in a recording studio, it can be quite a stressful environment, or when you're sort of mixing live sound, it can be quite stressful. So, I'll be looking to see how you reflect on that and how you manage stress levels, or if you saw a situation that looked like it was going to escalate into something else, that how you actually manage that. And hopefully these things won't happen, but they do happen. So we have to become expert negotiators and do our very best to make sure that everything runs as smoothly as possible. So that's what I'm looking for in your journal. And you will find your journals on Blackboard if you click under the module Production Project. And somewhere down here on the left hand side, at the moment it's down at the bottom, it's called My Journal. So click on that, and if you then click here where I've set up the journal, you can then create a journal entry by clicking that, and you give it a title. So the title could be week 1 electronics, and that's a bit small. If you need a full screen, if you click here, you'll get full screen, and you can type away, and you can import images, and you can embed media, and although I'm not sure the file size limit, and you can also insert files as well if there's any additional material that we're handing out to you that you want to insert. And away you go, start writing. You can write as much as you like, there's no limit. And you might find on some of these recording sessions, when you're observing what's going on, if you're keeping pace of it and if you're documenting it as you go, you'll find that you'll actually come up with some very, very detailed notes. So put them in. And of course, if you've got a laptop with you, you might even be able to insert them directly, depending on the situation. So once you've entered your information, you can save it as a draft in case you want to go off and reflect on that at some point. Or if I just go back and I click the disclosure triangle and I go to open, I can go back, I can see my comments, and then I can post. And there's my journal post. Now the only person that can see that is me and you, the student. It's not shared across any other network. It's just closed to the module administrator, me, and you, the student. So you can post what you want. Obviously, be professional at all times. I'm not looking for comments about the performance of your colleagues. Just keep it professional and keep it focused on what it is that you do. And that will then form 30% of your assessment.